morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, what is the weather doing there this morning outside?
I'm sorry?
What is the weather doing outside this morning?
Oh, it's not bad. I'm waiting for the last little bit of spring to get here.
Yes.
And it kind of just trips us up because it's nice one day and you think you're taking your winter tires off and the next day it's snow.
Right.
So, you know.
It's been a few hours since I've been out, so.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's
Yeah.
typical spring.
Yeah. So your drive was good in?
My drive was good, yeah.
Good. So, have you been to counseling before?
No.
No? Okay. So, before we get started, I'd like to run over a few things with you. I've been a counselor for about 10 years, and doing mental health counseling, couples counseling, family counseling, and just to let you know that sorry, the breach of confidentiality. I'm getting my thoughts mixed up.
So anything I say to you this morning, it would be held confidential between us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Unless.
Unless there is a breach, like if you were to tell me that you were going to harm yourself, if you were going to harm others, like under the age of 16, children under the age of 16, or the elderly.
Right, of course.
So that includes like financial, just sexual, there's like physical harm.
Of course, I understand.
Yeah. So then there is, if you were to launch your records, or if the courts wanted to see my documents, then that subpoenaed my documents, I would have to release them.
Of course, I understand that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anything that I said you completely understand?
Of course,
Okay,
yeah.
great. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm divorced. I
Okay.
have 4 kids.
Okay.
My ex-husband's a police officer.
Okay.
And back in the day, I used to be a nurse, and I gave that up to raise a family.
Okay.
And my ex-husband and I have been divorced 5 years, and we have, I think, co-parent better apart than when we were actually married
Okay.
until recently. So I'd like to think that we co-parent well and our kids are well adjusted and all that other good stuff. And then lately, I know from my girls coming home that he's getting remarried.
Right.
So I don't know if I'm being butthurt or jealous or I don't know what it is. I'm just being completely, I'm not being very nice to him now. So I don't want to co-parent. It's almost like, and I don't understand. I don't know why I'm angry. I'm angry because he's replaced me or because he's asking someone else her opinion. And what about if my kids love her? And I don't know. I'm just being completely, I'm grumpy and I'm miserable and I go from bouts of anger to bouts of sadness. And I don't know how to deal with it. And finally my 15-year-old kid is the one that said, "You need help, Mom, because you're not dealing with Dad getting remarried very well."
Okay.
So I don't want my kids to see me as that person. So I'm here.
Right. Okay.
Moment of weakness, not proud, but
Okay. Okay. So do you, what do you do for Amanda?
like self-care, you mean?
Yeah.
Wait till my kids go to bed and have a glass of wine.
Okay. Are there other things that you like to do? Like,
I used to run back in the
Okay.
day. I live out in Grand Valley, so I used to run on the Grand Valley
Okay.
Trail.
Okay.
And then I gave that up because, well, as you can imagine, with 4 kids, you're soccer mom and
Yeah.
cat mom and,
yeah, for
you know,
sure.
here and here.
Busy.
Yeah.
So how long does the kids go with him at a time?
Oh, well, he lives in a whole different, he's an hour away out in Cambridge.
Okay.
So it's the very basic every other weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have another partner?
I do have a partner.
Do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
He has 4 kids also.
Okay. You're busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's very supportive, and my ex-husband's very supportive of our relationship.
Right.
And this is why I'm confused, because I was okay with him and his girlfriend when she was his girlfriend, and they've been in a relationship, well, we're divorced 5 years, so they've been in a relationship for 3 years.
Right.
But now that they're getting married and the kids are coming home, and I get it, the little girls are girls, and they come home and it's the flower girl stuff, and it's, Dad, you know, this and this and this and this, and it's like I'm scared they're gonna wanna move in with them, because the one thing with him being a weekend dad, he's Disney dad.
Right.
So he gets to have all the fun with the kids, and I'm the disciplinarian, do your homework, eat your supper, have your bath, go to bed.
Right.
So I'm thinking now that there's 2 parents over there,
Right.
do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm just kinda feeling very insecure all of a sudden.
Yes.
And then it's causing me, like, instead of embracing my children and wanting to remind them why they love me, I'm being all angry and ornery and
That must be
grumpy.
very hard.
Well, it's hard for them to see it, and it's hard for me to,
Yes.
and I don't, you know, maybe it's just, I think I'm a control freak, and I don't wanna give up that control, maybe. I don't know what it is.
Yes.
But I don't wanna ruin the friendship and relationship he and I have now, either.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Hmm. So you're telling me that your ex-husband is going to remarry,
Mhm.
and you're bothered with that, and
I know my fears are irrational. I know my kids aren't gonna leave me to go live there.
Right.
But it's still, it's something that nags me.
is
And-
yes.
Even though he and I have a good relationship now, he answers to someone else. So what if the reason why we were having a good friendship going was because I was still telling him what to do when he was doing it? Like, do you know what I mean? I know I'm being completely, I don't want my relationship to deteriorate with him or my children.
Right.
So I don't know what to do next.
Right.
So I thought I would take my daughter's suggestion and come talk it out with
Right.
somebody.
Right. So maybe it won't change. Maybe it will be better. Like, maybe you guys can carry on with a healthy relation, like a co-parenting relationship, just on a different level. Just if you have a partner and he has a partner,
Mhm.
then I don't know, like
Do you guys offer, like, and I know it's not the norm because family therapy is typically mom and dad. But
yes.
is there something, I don't know, like where the 4 of us could come, the adults?
Absolutely, yes.
Like, is there something that you could refer me to for that, maybe?
Yes, absolutely, yes. Have you ever, obviously, well, you told me that you didn't do family counsel or any counseling before. So that would be an option. You can do family counseling. Are you hungry?
Yeah, can you hear my stomach?
I can hear your stomach.
Sorry.
That's okay. We do offer family counseling, so the 4 of you can come and talk some issues out, if that's it. That would be an idea. Or you can continue to come and work on some of your own issues, if that sounds good. It sounds like you do have some of your own insecurities,
Mhm.
maybe is the right word, about not knowing where you stand now. Like,
I think that's what it is exactly.
Yeah.
Where do I fit now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, Yeah, that can be a goal for us to go from here, is to see if we can arrange something for the four of us or we can, I can see if we can arrange something with the family counselor for the four of you, if he would be on board, him and his new girlfriend, and then and you can continue with your counseling, and then does that sound good?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if the time is up or. I think that's some good goals that we can work towards.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, because me admitting, I guess, that I'm acting like a big baby is the first step, right? So.
I don't think you're a big baby. I think you just, you need to just work on some insecurities.
Yep.
That, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that we all go, that I'm sure in similar situations that people go through that are dealing with, you know, going from one relationship to another, and it's hard to let that go, and then another one come in, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we done?
I think we're done.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Janelle.
Oh my God, Amanda.